So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 1.59% at the time of recording and stands at $2.54 trillion. And Bitcoin has fallen 0.68% in the past 24 hours, but 6.52% in the past 7 days. And now stands at 67,407.93, with Ethereum at 3,520.48, down 2.35% in the past 24 hours, but 12.47% in the last 7 days. So what is going on and what should we expect next? We're going to go into the biggest headlines in the crypto space and have a look and digest and give my thoughts and opinions on what we should be expecting. Let's get to the first article then. So we're going to have a look at this one. Bitcoin to enter pre-halving danger zone, but crypto CEOs remain bullish. Now I want to talk about this because we've been saying to expect a pullback, and when you have the Bitcoin halving, you know, and I've said it many times on the videos recently that, you know, we expect a pullback either in the lead up or just after the Bitcoin halving. And this is something that we've seen time and time again. Nothing really unusual about that. The difference is that, you know, the market, you know, is seeing new all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving. And that's a first time that we've seen that. So it is interesting. There's a lot going on. Lots of people are really, really bullish, but we stand that, you know, we still believe that we're to expect a rather big, substantial pullback. Now, we saw altcoins pull back 21%, you know, in places, not all of them, but most of them have pulled back significantly. Some great opportunities to buy if you see the market is still really, really bullish. But, you know, when the Fed pivots, we do expect a big almighty crash in stocks and crypto. So, you know, this stuff, we've been saying it for some time. A lot of people can potentially be unhappy because it's not what they want to hear. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're always going to tell you what we see in the market as we see it. So look, danger zone, bit of a pullback. I personally think that we're going to have a little bit of a move to the upside before a slightly bigger pullback. And then, you know, we go on up. That's kind of what we've seen traditionally. And I think that's what we're going to continue to see. But let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. We've got Standard Charter now expecting Bitcoin to rally to $150,000 this year and could even touch $250,000 in 2025. Look, I think we're going to see the biggest and the longest bull market in history. We're seeing many analysts talk about different scenarios where, you know, the bull market finishes early and we go into a multi-year bear market. I just think that the super cycle, I guess, idea is probably the one that I'm leaning more towards. I think we're going to have pullbacks, don't get me wrong, but I just think that, you know, the flight to safety for Bitcoin and other crypto assets and assets in general are going to be what really pushes this market up really, really high. And I still expect the big pullback, but I see that as a really big opportunity. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We've got Bitcoin crash triggered by failed $1 billion hedge fund spread trade, according to experts. This is a really interesting article. I'm going to share it in our Discord if you want to read through it at your leisure. But basically, yeah, look, there are huge risks when it comes to these big hedge funds coming into the space, right? There could be failed hedge funds that really do contribute to big swings in the market, particularly to the downside if they, you know, fail. And, you know, it's all about supply and demand. And, you know, within the next 4, possibly 5 months, there's going to be a real challenge when it comes to the supply trying to meet the demand. So it's going to be interesting. And the market, for me, is still really early and is only really warming up. We've got Binance CEO sees Bitcoin crossing $80,000 by the end of the year. So you've got Standard Charter talking about 150K. You've got the Binance CEO talking about 80K. Look, I've openly said that 80K is probably going to be the point where I start to layer out of Bitcoin and start to, you know, realize some of my profits. And, you know, I've also said that I'm not going to take any profits until we're in the new tax year. So look, talking about tax, there's opportunities. Make sure that you are, particularly in the UK, using up all of your allowances and not allowing them to just be lost, right? Take some profits if you're looking to, maximize your, your tax allowances. So look, I shared a video in the Discord. Discord's free to join. It's a link in the description. Go check it out. It's definitely worth joining us there. Again, just really interesting, right? Bearish shadow looms. This is like talking about, where we're heading, right? Bitcoin spot market data thread in partnership with Woo, Binance spot weekend spot buy here, spot buy at 72 to 74, spot demand 60k. So basically, what we're expecting is a low of 60k and then back on up. So I think we're going to go up before we go back down to these levels. But yeah, I do think that somewhere near 60 is somewhere where we could potentially go. We've got the FOMC meeting, halving, danger zone, 5 things that you need to know about Bitcoin this week. Again, just really interesting when we kind of consider the things that are going on in the space. We got a fund was shorting master buying BTC, 1 billion on each side. Got stopped out Friday, sold 1 billion worth of BTC, triggered liquidations. Also, all week, shrimp, crabs, and fish selling. So look, weak hands are getting out, right? And there's a lot going on. I think that we've talked about this, right? We always kind of see a bit of a pullback before we go into the halving. I don't think it's any different this time, right? Again, after the halving there, right? After the halving there, but just before the halving, again, should be really interesting what transpires over the next few months, right? We're 32 days out from a Bitcoin halving, and there's lots to still happen. So free jaw breaking or dropping Bitcoin price scenarios suggested by Willy Woo, basically talking about 4.8 million hyper Bitcoin situation, 1 million matches USDC size, and then 690,000 displaces gold, right? And basically what we're saying here is the payoff is 10x if Bitcoin displaces gold, right? And I think that's realistic, right? We've already, displaced silver, and gold is just the next one. So I think that this will happen, but that is 10x from where we are, 18th of March. 70x, obviously, if you get your hyper Bitcoin situation going on. So look, really interesting stuff, but I just 690k Bitcoin would just be phenomenal. $1 million Bitcoin, phenomenal. $4.8 million Bitcoin, that's why I'm putting one in a trust. So look, you just never know. They're high predictions, but when you think and consider about all the money, then it's really possible. Indonesia's crypto market booms as transactions hit $1.92 trillion in February. So 19 million users last month. So again, really big positive news for crypto, right? The law of quick money sees $100 million flow to Solana meme coin pre-sales. Silly amounts of money being thrown at nothing but speculative bullshit, in my opinion. And we're going to have this with Bitcoin. We're going to have this with other cryptocurrencies. We just haven't seen it yet. It's just obscene. IMF want Pakistan to tax crypto gains to pay for the $3 billion bailout. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. I think this is really reasonable. But I think that it shouldn't just be all focused on crypto. I think it should be focused on, everywhere that you can tax, in the right way. So look, I think that there's a lot going on. My expectations are that we go on up a little bit before we go down. I think 60k Bitcoin is, something that, people shouldn't be too scared of. I think that's where we're likely to be, around that 61, 62. And then I think we're rally on out of it, in a very, very bullish move. There will be lots of people chasing the green candles and not taking profit. So make sure that you do your own due diligence, and you don't risk more than you're willing to lose in this volatile market. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.